I hope you can see me and all that jazz. We are. Wait, hang on a second. I've got. What's going on here? And then we need. Give me. I need my mouse pointer back. Here we go. I've had to put it on. There we go. This should work. There we go. I've had to put it on full screen mode today because we're using a different XC file than what the streaming gear usually finds. Yes, everyone can see us, Phil. How are we doing, dude?
Man, I'm good. I'm very happy to be here. I'm not even seeing the stream yet because I'm such a technical noob.
Oh, okay.
But I'm on the way, and I hope everybody's safe out there. I can't wait to view the chat, so I'll be there in like 1 minute.
Yeah, no, we can just wait. Let's wait for everything to catch up again. It's no real big stress or whatever, you know. So, oh, there we go. Everyone seems to be coming in now. So there we go. Seems no YouTube. YouTube should be working. I can see. I can see that it's will work. Yep, there we go. There's YouTube. We should be good, Josh. So check your PM. I will later, Gel. I will, dude. No worries. There will be great things today, as I said on Instagram. There will be, Krista, and myself and Phil are already here, so we can wrap the stream up now, Phil, I think. Does that sound good? Phil's like leaving me hanging here. We're the great ones, Phil.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm enjoying like hearing the audio and seeing the slight lag on Twitch itself.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really it's messing with me, but it's good, man.
There we go. So a couple of things, a bit of house cleaning, keeping before we go. We're on the dev build as well, so we've been managed to spawn a few in. Basically, we're going to go up and have a little bit of a close look at them. It's a little bit limited to where they are. They're somewhere out over the lake over there. I spawned about 4 or 5 of them, so hopefully we can find one. And we're just going to go through the feature with you guys again, and it's a good time for you guys to ask us questions about them and things like that too. Like, I feel like I've been doing a lot of chatting with people in the community and trying to communicate our intentions with them and stuff like that. But feel free to drop some questions at any stage actually about anything too. We've got Phil, who I keep wanting to call you producer Phil, but yeah, but it's actually product owner now is Phil's juicy title. So
You can call me whatever you want, man.
Big Philly Styles is usually what I refer to you as. So and that's just Will Smith reference for some reason. So
I see the first question rolling in. Twitch.06. When will we get the update? Are we gonna talk about that?
well, I mean, it's up to you guys really. If you're wow, that was too fast. If you're good to talk about it, and then we can definitely tell these people for sure.
All right. Then I think we'll share some more information, but we will drag it out a little bit.
Yeah, we're
The
like,
stream just started, right?
you have to be here for exactly 59 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll tell you. So now there it is. Um, this give me this sound update. I don't care about anything else. Or there we go. There's some good feedback.
Yeah,
Um,
this is actually awesome. So I'm not sure if we shared this, but we have a couple of well, not really fresh people on the sound department anymore either, but we had a couple of newcomers, Philip and Piotr, and they are all super happy together, and they've been doing the sound update with our oldie Greg, and they're just enjoying it so much to get this feedback from you guys that you guys are enjoying it. So they don't get as much love anyway. Usually only know, when we show off some new guns or maybe some new animals and you hear the call, maybe someone's like, nice sound. So it's really good to hear that you guys are happy, and we obviously will forward that to those guys.
yeah, because they actually all of them hit the ground running here, didn't they? They were like, "This is what I'd like to do with the game," and we were like, "Okay, sounds good." I mean, that's basically what I was getting, and they're like, "Matt, they told me to come talk to you. What suggestions have you got?" And I was like, "Okay, well, this is common feedback from the community, And they're like, "Okay, sounds good. I think we can fix that out. We'll sort that out, I should say." And yeah, so far so good.
I have a question, Matt.
Yeah,
Is it your birthday?
it is. Would you believe it? I'm 21 today.
Oh my God.
I know.
Finally.
I know.
Legally allowed.
You know what? I haven't aged well, and that's a fair comment actually. But yeah, 21, eh? Who would have thought it?
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Actually, it's good. And you know, because I'm born in New Zealand, I kind of almost get well at least 36 hours of a birthday. Like I was actually already 36, but it wasn't the 21st in Europe yet. If that makes sense.
It's one long party, right? It never
Basically,
stops.
basically. And now I'm just like, hey, where are these great ones gone? Did I need to spawn more? Why aren't they sitting here? Here, great ones. You're trying to.
That's how that's how rare they are. Like we try to spawn them in, and immediately gone.
This whole event is kind of looking like a what do you call it? Interpretive dance of how everybody's beta weekend went. I think. But I mean, seriously, I think we could probably spawn another one, and if push comes to shove. But I'm guessing they've moved to like a need zone or something. I don't really get it. That's a nice moose, that one. It's not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to spawn them in if you want to.
What?
What did I miss? What are we doing? Kate Dow, welcome. We are congratulating Matt on his birthday, but more importantly, right, we're looking at some great ones. So some the new animal class, one might say. It's a whole new difficulty and rarity level. It's going to be introduced for the white-tailed deer to begin with. And yeah, we spawned some in because we're playing on a dev build where we have some fancy tools, and now we lost them, being the professionals that we are, and we'll see them. We'll see them soon.
And here we have an elk. Have you guys seen an elk before? But anyway, all right. You know what? It's gonna happen. I wonder if I can. I wonder if like semi Windows mode might be. Can I have my?
So, how many times rarer than a diamond will a great one be? That's a great question. I don't think we're gonna spoil that. Just know that it's significantly rarer. So the idea with what we wanted to do with the great ones is obviously, it's getting quite common among some hunters, and the game's been out there for a while, that you load up your trophy lodge with the diamonds you want, the diamonds you need, and all different fur variations. So we kind of need a new thing to chase, right? The new thing where who's gonna get it first, kind of prestige kind of thing. So we tried to combine it with a couple of other things that people wanted to see, especially for deer. So thus the great ones. And as you've seen on the beta, it's not so easy to find them. It's obviously not impossible, and we'll tweak those chances. I don't think we'll be tweaking them to be less rare. I think it will always be the other way around. But yeah, that's the idea.
Yep. So that's it. And so, like, I always like to dive into the reason, kind of where this idea came from. And we're sitting down in a room and we're talking about how, like, hunters in real life have these amazing stories about, oh, my granddad's friend down at the pub saw this huge big deer, and you wouldn't believe the size of it, right? And, everybody that hunts in real life or whatever will have heard these stories about these amazing animals and stuff that are out there. And that's kind of what we wanted to put into the game, is that, there are these animals out there, and you guys can kind of create your own stories a little bit around them, and have something kind of fun. And then the other thing is too is, now at the back of your guys' mind, you never really know what's out there. Like, around any corner there could be one of these amazing animals in there. And am I right, Phil, in saying that we're aiming to sort of keep adding to different species with some great ones?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you've seen it with Truex, and I've seen some questions of like, why are we adding these kind of things now without Truex being completely finished? So it's probably going to be a couple of different tracks, but we want to roll them out wherever we can. So you might see a month of, here's new Truex. You might see a month of here's new Grade One, and obviously we want to get as swift and as fast as we can be with these kind of things without neglecting one or the other. And yeah, we had a lot of fun design talks, because the designers working on it like really early on, I think they had lots of examples of these like fabled animals that everybody's talking about. And I think there's like a hogzilla or something, like a huge hog. There were pictures of, and you maybe even has a Wikipedia entry or something like this. And we're like, do we want to have stuff like this? Like, yes, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. I think I'm really looking forward to Yeah, well, what this feature does, and I think you're right too, Phil, in saying is that we haven't stopped with true racks. This is just another thing that's going to be added alongside all the other cool things that go in to the game currently. So it's not stopping production of anything else, as a Phil. It's just it's more content basically. I think so.
Yeah, we just wanted an excuse to give Cecilia even more antlers to do.
She's probably watching this. Yeah. Hey, thank
Sorry,
you.
Cecilia.
Yes, sorry, Steely, you're awesome though. But I did give her some. I gave her and the anime. Well, I gave everyone a good shout out last week actually, but especially Cecilia and the animators because the amount of antlers these guys have to look at, they must be going a little bit crazy. I think so. Yeah.
Brandon is asking whether great ones will be coming with rare fur variations. Yes,
Yes, they
they
do.
will. I don't think we're gonna say more than that, but great ones will have
We
exclusive variants on them. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to explain a little bit about it last week because there was the fabled pieball skin turning
Yeah.
up in the beta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's I guess that's about as much as we can say. Is they have their own unique rares, and we'll let you guys find them out. You guys know one of them, but that's not the only one. So there we go. Anyway, thank you so much for all the birthday wishes, everybody. I really appreciate it. Let's get a. I'm not 21, by the way. Some people are going, "How the hell is that guy 21?" But anyway, it's nice that you kind of had to think about that for a second. All right, let's see if I can make this magic happen. Are you guys ready to see a great one? I wonder if I can. Can I pause these? I think on this one I can pause them somewhere. Can I?
Yeah.
Where
You
is it?
can.
Force something something something.
I think on the left side, if you're in the tool, I think you are in there. It should be something
Yeah.
like pause game or something
A-
like that.
animal debug. Should we freeze them?
Yeah, you can freeze them. Yeah.
All right. I think that might work. Let's have a look because we want to have a real good look at this. Let me just see if this works. Oh, I might have to be out of free fly. It didn't like that last time. I look at that. Hot damn. Hang on, and you can do. Here we go. Force calm. Oh, beautiful. So let me get the chat window back up again. But now we can at least see this beautiful, beautiful whitetail. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's worth pointing out too that this is a non-typical rack, but it is not the non-typicals feature because some people have been talking about that too. But they do have true racks, so there's a good chance that everybody's what am I talking about? Great one looks different as well in the head. The tines and stuff will be a little bit different. The framework will be much the same. But again, it's so rare and so amazing that I don't think anyone's going to be too worried about it. So, did I miss anything, Phil, or am I?
Nah, man, I'm just in awe, man. I see the chat like reacting to it, and I myself, like every time I see it, like I've seen the concepts early on of what we wanted to do, and I was already like blown away. And I mean, this is exactly what you would want to have, and you're like, you come into the trophy lodge. This welcomes you, right?
It,
Maybe in a nice group of three. Oof.
I know. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, the most exciting thing is seeing one of these from a distance. I think you'd be like coming around the bush and you'd be like, "Holy!" and you just do a double take on it because it's fairly a fairly impressive rack. So yeah, and I mean, the thing that really excites me about this feature, Phil, is it doesn't necessarily have to be just a big rack. Like, can you imagine what the Great One bears will look like, or like you were
Mm.
saying about the pig actually earlier on. Um, there's so many different endless things. It could be even something a little bit more comical too. I don't know. There's plenty of deer in real life get things caught up in their antlers and stuff like that, but which gives them a name too. So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we talked about the name actually. It was there were two camps. Like there was a lot of good arguments for saying like, yeah, no, let's just give them names. Like I think we have the functionality to do that. But in the end, we decided, we should keep it to the systems that we have in game, and because the great one is not just like one antler model or one fur model. So it can be, a lot of different variations, like with the two Rex that we have. So it's not just one animal. So we can't just name it Hogzilla and have a huge hog in the game or something like that. So it comes with a story to everyone. Like you said, like you go around the corner or up the hill and suddenly you see something popping up, right? And that's exactly the thing that we want to have there. So again, it's really important to us that not everybody has the same kind of rack in the trophy lodge or in the harvest screen. Thus, we stayed away from the naming as well.
I gotcha. I've been asked to spot them. I actually can't spot them for some reason here. It's probably to do with something of the way I spawned it, or maybe because it's frozen. Let's take them off freeze and see if that makes a difference. No. So it'll be something to do with the reason because I've spawned them in that we can't spot this one. Unfortunately, it would have been very cool to see the see the spotting information.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could try to shoot it, and the harvest screen again is a little bit special on the great ones. And we do have some, like when we spawn the great ones in right now, we still have. I think they're always spawning the very similar. Something about the animal that sticks the same. So there's going to be even higher variation in the actual game.
Yeah, I gotcha. Alright, well, we can at least confirm it. So there we go, look at that. And listen to the music. Hopefully you guys could hear that alright, and the sound effects went too low, but it's got its own nice little music intro when you get one, just to really hit you in the feels even more. So this is what you're looking at, is the great one. Oh, look at that, there's a star. Did I just look at that? Star's even got a little glimmer on it. That's beautiful. And check out that rack. That is a nice rack. That is beautiful.
Man, look at this little crust.
I know.
Oh man.
I know.
Crazy.
It's like you guys brought Instagram into the game. Like I only see these amazing antlers sets in Instagram, and then now it's here and I can shoot it. So
yeah, so definitely a couple new things on the harvest screen. We have the difficulty is a level 10. It's fabled. And then we have the new medal. It's a great one, so that's its own rating. And then on the true score evaluation, we have it's an atypical, and there we have a couple of new parameters as well. The abnormal tines and the length of the abnormal tines.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I don't even... It's epic. So someone was saying, what's the minimum score? There's not a minimum score. If you see this, it will be a great one. The only thing that can happen, from my understanding, is if you mess up any of the shots, it'll drop down to a gold, or any of the harvest checks, I should say. I think that's right, isn't it, Phil? It'll get it'll become a gold animal. It'll still look the same in your trophy lodge, though. Just saying. Yeah.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that's who it is. There's got to be one of the game designers in chat, but I do believe that's how it happens. So I know your hand might be shaking a lot when you finally see this thing, but take a few breath in, breathe out, steady yourself. Make sure you got the right ammunition and make sure you got the right gun, and just squeeze that shot off. Easy as that.
Absolutely. They're gonna be rarer than the diamonds, so you might not get too many chances. At least, if you really want to get them in the beginning. So when you see them, you got to make it count.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty cool.
Johnny Buckeye, is this replacing diamonds? Nope. This is basically on top of all the other things.
Yep, that's the one. So there we go. So what other questions have we got on? There's a lot of questions coming in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so Angry Duck, will the Predator's Grade 1 level just be bigger? That's an excellent question. I think we're probably going to find something a little bit more special than just making them bigger. And obviously there's many, many, many options of what we can do.
Mm-hmm. We were saying last stream, for me, I think it'd be cool if there was like a grizzly bear that was like had a scar on it and maybe a bit of forest fire burning or something too, for put that on Yukon. That'd be super what do you call it, fluffy and story driven, I guess, especially for that map. had a crash. I may or may not have had a crash. I had a crash, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
That's okay. We can talk over the crash.
Yeah, it's all good. So let me go like this. I'll just turn that off. So then, wait, hang on.
Turbo Llama 95. Do we get young ones too? So I guess you're asking for like
Oh, Steam.
baby animals or stuff like that. No current plans for that. We're thinking about some things, but like baby animals or something like that is probably something we might stay away from. But we have some more ideas how to make animal populations a lot more varied, sophisticated, and bring a lot of the kind of chasing back into the game.
Now, and maybe it's come back again, but that was a Steam era actually, as everything I got disconnected from Steam somehow. So I'm not sure what in the world happened there, but it seems to be loading back up again. Let me just get it all sorted again.
Deathbill crashes is no bug; it's a feature. They got us.
They did. They did indeed. Did you have? I mean, there was. Geez, I can't hardly talk today, but a big question has been actually is what kind of fixes can people expect in the next update? And I do believe you had a set of a list of fixes available to read out.
I can talk through a couple of them. Obviously, of course, we're going to share them again when the update is released. Floating roads, they're going to be fixed, so a lot of people probably saw it. We saw some pictures as well from some weird magical roads suddenly appearing. Sorry for that. They're going to be fixed in the update. Definitely make sure, in case you have any equipment close to those or maybe on those, because whatever rocks your boat, maybe collect that before the update is out. It should just automatically be placed in your stash because of those very nice and helpful beavers that we all love, but just so you know. And then we have a couple of straightforward bug fixes like single shot rifles didn't work after using the shooting range, some buckshot fixes that failed harvest check, your track color settings on Quattro Colinas, they would reset to defaults and not be safe. That's fixed. HUD showing obsolete score when spotting animals. Fix the missing confirm button when you create a multi-trophy mount. Fix the spawn rate of melanistic red deer. Here we go. I think a lot of people are going to be looking forward to that one. Legacy multi-trophy mounts showing the wrong trophy rating. That's fixed. We're still working on a lot of other issues related to trophy lodges of people experiencing issues. So sorry if there's not everything fixed in this update. We're definitely having that in progress. Fixed some more shining on hunter outfits and animal furs. Fixed some mission issues, especially with Sombra on Quattro Colinas. We also had an overhaul of photo missions. They should be now much more reasonable and easier to complete. Fixed missions disappearing on the hunter mate after visiting a trophy lodge. We fixed some jittering animations on animals when they idle, feed, or drink. Fixed missing footstep sounds for the grizzly bear. Fixed the trophy manager still referring to score rather than trophy rating. Some cinnamon teal texture fixes in the lodge. Fixed the HUD showing the wrong animal class when you interact with calls. Fixed missions that still refer to integrity bonus rather than the harvest check. Fixed the over-under shotgun that could not fire the second shot from the hip. Some UI issues where text was truncated, and of course a couple of more crash fixes. So that is the list, and I see you're back now following a nice little great one.
Yeah, it's that's a juicy list though, it really is. But of course, as per usual, we're always working on fixes, and every single update we've done this year has come out with a good list of fixes and improvements too, actually. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
and also shout out for all the reports that you guys are doing, whether it be here in the chat, on Discord, on Steam, wherever. We're definitely reading those and putting them into our backlog of things that need to be fixed. So thanks for all the help of making this a better game.
for sure.
Will we have a population reset with this update? That's a very good question.
I don't think so. I did
I
ask, and I think they said it's not needed from memory, but
I don't think so either. I'm gonna check.
there we go. Getting live updates here, ladies and gentlemen.
And I saw a couple of questions of will the whitetails great ones only be on Layton? Obviously, they will be on any map where we introduce them. However, white-tailed deers right now are only on Layton, right?
Yep, that's correct. That's
Yeah.
correct. So there we go. Will these leave tracks right? Yeah, that's right. Because I'm spawning these in, they're not getting the spotting information from them. But I'm wondering. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's not anyway. So I know that the ones in the testing have been showing spotting information and stuff like that. So maybe the map's like impossible. You've got 2 on here. So there we go. Go find one that's not spawn, Zeke. I don't think I could do that, dude. Like, we'd be here for a little while anyway. So, but yeah, and you know what? Like, I think having a little bit of mystery around them is not a bad thing too. Like, you know, the first time you go spot one, it'll be a little bit more special. So there we go. What do you think will be released first? Well, we don't think we know, Tan the Muffin Man, but we can't give anything away yet, unfortunately, my man. It's going to run me over.
Seeing a lot of questions regarding when the drilling is going to be fixed. I don't think we'll have this in this update, so we'll make sure that it's going to be fixed for the next one.
So what are we going to do with this one? Should we see what he does? Or should we shoot him? Or what do you guys want to do with it? I mean, obviously maybe shooting more of them is, you know, just, what did we say? Teasing too much? I don't know. It's beautiful anyway. You should do these as hidden updates for surprise factor. Actually, Phil, there's been a lot of questions around this, and I'd like to say that if we have, if it goes alongside other content, do you think maybe we could just put in the patch notes, great one added, and that's it? Because like the whole community loved, like the Easter eggs hunt, and
so giving a little bit more background on this one. So you guys can all thank Matt big time because he fought like a legend to make it happen, because we were talking about how we're gonna go about the great ones a long time. And initially, we just wanted to have an open beta, test these things so we don't run into any issues. That was really our main concern, like, make sure there aren't any crashes or, population issues or whatever. And in every single meeting, every single day, Matt was like, hey guys, I really think we shouldn't tell anyone. Hey guys, it would be so cool if somebody just finds it. Hey guys, it would be so good. And, he just talked us into it in the end.
he's not even exaggerating at all. There was times where I could see Phil was like, Matt, please don't say anything. And then, yeah. But I was just thinking, like, the amount of hype and surprise from when somebody within the community is like, oh, hell, check this out. And then I was going to be like, you're going to get like 100 people saying, no, it's Photoshop, bro. And he's like, no, it's really in the game. But come over, look at my trophy lodge and stuff like that, And so I would like to hope that in the future, in the patch notes, all you'll see is great one added. And you guys can do the rest of the, I think that's probably enough. Obviously, if we felt that everybody was super stuck, we might chuck you some hints and things like that. But it's definitely a cool little achievement anyway for players to be able to work towards. So
yeah, absolutely. You made it work for him. He got away with this one.
yeah, basically. Oh, there we go. I managed to get his call. So this one is not running because I've turned its sensors off, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a development build. I can free fly in it. We can spawn the animals. I could go and give this guy high five if he wouldn't hurt me. But yeah, we're just here to have a good look at it, so everybody can have a great look at these amazing new animals that are going to be added to the game. So yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. And actually, you know why we are throwing credit out? It was their idea to make it an Easter egg hunt, right? So
We just have the best community.
it is. It was good. I said, by the way, there's something in there we want you to find, and they went, "Oh my god, it's a real Easter egg hunt!" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it is Easter. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Well done, as
Yeah,
planned."
and
Yeah,
I remember like your one hint was if you can find it, you can shoot it, right?
yeah, that's it. And then we said it wasn't turkeys, it wasn't Bigfoot. Oh, actually, I had some spotting outlines there. Maybe. Where did that go? Come back to me. Come back to me. Oh, 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 oh. You got to be real specific. We had an angle on it. Okay, maybe. I'm hoping QA is watching this and they'll be like, hang on a second, we're just going to verify that this does actually work.
I think they're like 200 steps ahead of us.
Probably. Usually, to be fair. It's like, hey, do you guys know about... Yes, we do, Matt. Okay, thanks. Oh, I got it. There we go. So we've got a fabled one need zone here. That's pretty interesting. All right. So actually, it seems to work better zoomed completely out. There we go. So 85 to 100 kg fabled. I thought they were going to weigh heavier. But anyway, that was my understanding. But anyway, he's a big boy. He's the Chungus of the whitetail world. So there we go. Are these fabled whitetails going to be in the live update? They are, Dino. So the next update, which goes out, oh, should we let them hang long enough for
All
the...
right, all right, all right.
Phil's
So
going to drop
for,
it.
for the people who have been here for half an hour, I guess you deserve at least some information, right? So the next update that goes out is centered around these great ones. It is the first introduction of a great one is for the whitetail deer who are right now exclusively on Leighton Lake. We'll have some more usual bug fixes, game improvements, crash fixes with it. And this update is going to drop simultaneously on all platforms on April the 28th.
There we go,
So
ladies and
next
gentlemen.
week, Tuesday, is our plan. If everything goes smoothly, you should be able to go out and get some great ones.
Yep, definitely. I am really looking forward to it, and I know there'll be people like itching for the download to start so they can be the first to try and find one of these. But I mean, I just have to say, as being someone who played a lot of classic and tried to hunt the super rare animals on that, it will make you go crazy if you stick to it too long. So, and this is being serious, is be smart about it and don't break yourselves over it. I guess it's like something that you'll find when you least expect it. Basically, as soon as you stop looking for it, you'll probably find it. It's yeah, I don't know. I lost many hours of sleep playing classic trying to find things that were somewhere out there. So
Yep, Pixel Bishop is going rip whitetails on the 28th.
yeah, yeah. Actually, we should maybe we can do something fun and show how many are shot in the first 48 hours or something. I don't know. We can pull that sort of stuff, I think, can't we? We have.
Yeah, I think we
Do we
might
need
even
to?
do like a hunt club thing or something where people can just look it up.
Oh, wait, now we're talking. You guys can see in real time how many whitetail have been shot in the community. That will be hilarious. That will be funny, funny, funny. So
Yeah, I saw a question like how we're gonna go about releasing new great ones. Like, are they gonna be as frequent as True Racks or more staggered or sporadic? We're still looking into this. We have to accommodate a little bit more since it's still Brave, Cecilia, Preet, Miro, and Arthur, and all the people who usually work on the same True Racks things as well. So we don't magically have more people working on it. So I don't think you can expect as frequent updates as with True Racks, but it's definitely something that we're aiming for.
all right, give me fabled great one. Just when you're ready, please. This is going to be great for some marketing material, Phil.
Oh yes.
Okay, majestic. Oh my! Majestic. Give me them. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oof.
Yep, I think that should be pretty good.
Oh.
It's going to be amazing.
Will there be a clue for the new content in the update next week?
No. No, I'm always honest about this. It's not, but the next one there will be. So
Yes.
the next update, oh man, there was no good clues that wouldn't give it away straight away. That's about all I can say, I guess. But the following update after these will have a good clue in it. So there we go. It's being worked on at the moment, actually. Ooh. We're giving too much away, Phil?
No, that's good. That's good. So no clue for the May update, but with the May update, we get a clue for the next update after
That's
that.
correct. That is correct. So there we go.
And just because I see the question popping up again and again, how will we implement the great ones for predators or non-enter species? We're not sure yet, so I guess you'll have to wait a little bit longer until the first one comes out, or until, well, guess we're not going to announce it until you find it.
No, that's right. It's yeah. I mean, I think the next clue is going to be hilariously funny. It might take you a while to work it out, and there's only going to be one somewhere. So again, it should be kind of challenging to find. And then once you find it, you're going to be like, "What in the?" So yeah. Well, that's the intent anyway. Knowing you guys, you'll be like, "Oh, good one, Matt. That's this," and I'm like, "Oh, damn it, they got me again." So there we go. Yeah, very nice. Should we shoot this one anyway and spawn some more and see what?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Boom.
What about animal animations? I guess this is referring to like rut or fighting or these kind of things. Yeah, we still love to do them. No current plans, so this is probably going to take some time.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Justin Morgan, this is not non-typicals. This feature, this is a great one. So we are not really limited either by what sort of racks we want to choose and things like that. This is I don't even know what I'm talking about now, but he was asking for drop tines and things. So potentially on other different great ones, maybe we could have some good drop tines on them. But yeah, this is the lovely non-typical we have at the moment. Anyway, it's beautiful.
Nice.
So I don't know if you guys remember the last one, right? Because I was looking at it. Had two big tines. I guess you'd call them the G1s or up here, and then this one's kind of more, I guess level, right? There's no outstanding tines in this one. So yeah, there we go. It's good. Can you lose a check so we can see what happens on a bad shot? Should we do? Hey, that's a good way to do it, right? We can just work out what happens if we do a bad shot. Have we got anything against doing that, Phil? I don't think so, right?
How can you
It's for
promote
science.
this unethical hunting here? But okay, for science, we got it. We got it.
We just say for science, and then it covers everything.
Or it's coming directly at us.
What do you mean, sorry? Oh, yeah, it's a self-defense thing, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Bam! Another one. People are like, how much for the software you're using, Matt? I'm like, nothing. You're never getting it. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. I guess. Alright, so what have I got actually on me? And it's unethical ammo. Have we got the slugs for the shotgun? That'll be too... Yeah, that's too big. Bam! And then, should we... I don't know if we should just go... Got him! So let's see. This is for science, ladies and gentlemen, because you guys asked for it, alright? Oh,
Don't do this at home.
It's a goal, my life. There's going to be people like this. You know it's going to happen. Someone's going to shoot one of these and get a gold, and then they're going to cry.
Yeah, we need sad music.
Yeah. Womp, womp, womp. That'd be good. But yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
Man, that's rage quit right there.
Oh, it is, right? It is. What I'd say some more questions. A laugh track, yep. Is there a new reserve in the making? You know, I don't even have to say it now. Phil's here, but Phil says there's always a good chance that there's guns, reserves, animals, new features. Like we're still a very young game, and there's a lot to add to it. We're not going anywhere. That's basically what
Exactly.
we're going to say there. So,
So
release. What did you say, sorry, Phil?
you let us know what you want to have in the game, and then we'll try to make it.
Yeah, basically. I mean, um, yeah, it's. I'm excited. I know what's coming out this year, and it's hard to it's hard to keep quiet. My excitement inside builds, and I have to go and yell into a bag every now and again just to get it. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Help me, Phil. There's no helping this one. Irish elk. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Phil. So back to the mythical reserve request.
Okay, hit me.
Remember, like we're slowly trying to break you down for this idea. The community's asked me to ask you this: is the like can we have a mythical reserve one day with animals that are no longer available, but we can make them available by the the magic of computer. So like Irish elk, I don't know, saber tooth tigers. You know what I mean? Like we can have our own Jurassic Park, except it's a hunting park and it's not the Jurassic era. If you
It's
get what
so
I'm saying.
nice. It's so nice that you keep these questions when you have me live on stream.
I mean, this
So
was
it's
the whole
nice.
idea. They were like, next week, can you ask Phil this live on stream? And I was like, you know what, for you guys, I will. And there we go.
So I'm so happy for all the people who are here who are witnessing the last stream I'll ever be on because I don't negotiate with terrorists. Um, Yeah, I think it's a very good question. I think the main thing I think the main thing I would like to avoid is, we like let's say we do that kind of reserve. We have those animals in.
Yes.
First question is like what weapons would you use to hunt them? Like same weapons as we have now, or would you
Mm-hmm.
want to change those as well?
Mm-hmm.
And second thing would be like I could see a couple of people saying like, well, why do we have like a mythical reserve when we don't even have, whatever other animal we don't have to get in the game, maybe like a
Yep.
turkey or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think there's maybe some checkboxes first to check before we can actually even think about having something like this. But
Yep.
do
Uh,
I do I dream of it? Of course.
yeah. You're right. It's got to it's got to maintain the integrity of the game, doesn't it? Really, it's got to people come for a fun hunting simulator, and if it's too far out and whack, they might be like, WTF, mate, basically. So, and exactly like you say, imagine if we added it before we'd added turkeys or something like that, people would be table flipping, I think. So,
Yep.
yeah,
Can't see. So every species can be fabled or just whitetails next patch. So in the next update that, by the way, releases on April 28th, next Tuesday, we'll introduce the first Great Ones update, which will only be for whitetails in this update. And then we aim to have it for basically all animals that we have in the game. And we'll see how long that will take us.
it's beautiful. What else have we got going on in YouTube? I know it's a Rocky Mountain map and non-typicals, mystical reserve, drop tines, more animals, and we need to fix 4 easy elk and blacktails. Oh yeah, so that was one question that people have been a lot, and we are looking into it still because people are still telling us that the elks and the ibex scoring is broken on them.
Yeah.
So, and I think, honestly speaking, you guys probably are more on. Well, you have got a better gauge of what's going on, and so we are re-looking at it to make sure that everything looks hunky dory. Basically, we hear you basically, and we believe you when you say it. So we're double checking. Um, what else we got going on? Are the fabled true rack, or are they set to a specific shape? So I think the frame. There might be a couple of different frames to choose from, but then all the tines on them move around, etc. They got true racks on them, so they should all look different. Is the short answer for that. So there we go. It's such a beautiful. I mean, all the reserves are beautiful in this, but it's nice. Let's spawn another one just before we wrap up, because there's bound to be people that have come in now and not seen it.
Yeah.
Let's try and find somewhere kind of a little bit nice and scenic to. Whoop.
Yeah, and we have a question from Tantan the Muffin Man. Will there be something that pops up on the bottom left of the screen that tells people that you've harvested a great one? That's a pretty common feature in some other games, which we will not have. So
So when you
you'll have.
So in some games, does it be like, hey, blah 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 has shot this?
Yeah, there's a little UI notification,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. I mean, especially if it's only from your friends.
Yes.
But I think you'll have to do the bragging on your own. Just post them nicely in your trophy lodge, maybe next to some other diamond animals, and then share that screenshot on all the different social channels right there.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, and this is a good point. This is the only time I'll ever be able to brag to this community, but I think I've shot 3 or 4 of these great ones now. Obviously, guys, I'm just joking. These don't
Uh,
count. These don't count.
the development team laughs in QA.
Hey, and I didn't miss a single shot today too. So,
Oh,
with a rifle, I should say.
oh,
It's
with the development tools, you can set them to like not be spooked at all.
yeah, that's it. That's it. These are beautiful.
Ah,
Oh, uh,
any chance of having the send eliminator have a time remaining, I guess, display on it? Yeah, we want to have that. I think we wanted to have it for a really long time, and we still haven't come around doing it. So hopefully we'll be able to add that sometime soon.
yeah. Um, Someone said, "How a true red deer coming along?" I haven't quite worked out what to call them, true red or true red deer. But I have seen some images and they're starting to look amazing, guys. So I'm pretty excited to see their progress. I think that's about as much as we should say about that. But as per usual, and we've said this a lot, they are a very complex set of antlers, and we want to make sure we get them right for you. So, yeah. Australia map, please. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, what animals would you want to see on a
Actually,
Australia map?
let's hit Phil now, okay? So first things first is tell us what sort of terrain you want to see in the Australian map, and then 3 of the iconic animals. Okay, so
Man, if I would like to see like a good mix of terrain, like obviously like big open desert kind of thing. But I think that would also become like boring real quick, and my wounds from Barunga haven't completely healed either. So I think we'll have to be a bit careful about that one.
Varonga's a good
Um,
reserve, man. I like it. It's good
I
fun.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
But I think like I would love us to tackle like something about the render distance at the same point, like if we do like big open desert kind of thing.
yeah, I got
But
you. Oh,
I would love to see a lot of variation if we ever do Australia in terms of vegetation. So it's not only the thing you'd expect; it's actually much much more.
yeah.
And in terms of animals, man, it's really tough. It's really tough. Like obviously you have to talk about the kangaroo,
Yeah.
but I remember like from the times on Classic, I'm not sure how many people actually like hunting kangaroos.
No, I'm not sure either. Actually, we'd have to. I think I think there's a thing is people are like, "Ha, it's cool," but then it's not really. I don't know. Maybe that was just classic. I'm sure Call of the Wild would do it much better anyway. But you know what I'm saying is,
Yeah, but
I
it's difficult, and we always think about like what can we reuse. So we try to keep the workload low so we can do more updates and keep you guys entertained. And if you do like an animation set just for kangaroos, well, what else can we do? Maybe what are those tiny ones in New Zealand called?
wallabies.
Not wallabies exactly. Maybe we'll get something like that out of it, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like if we do another deer or something, we get all the that's a big bang for your animation budget right there. But yeah, it's difficult. I mean, there's a lot of animals that immediately come to mind. Maybe even do we have gators there? Like crocodiles?
What in Australia?
Yeah.
Do you know who Steve Irwin is?
Oh yeah, yeah. See, so I guess that's something that a lot of people would like to see. But then again, like we haven't really made anything aquatic other than maybe a duck, somewhat.
Yeah.
So it's like we would love to do all of these things, but in the reality, we can maybe choose like one. So no idea, no idea. But I mean, I would like to see all of this at the same time releasing the mythical reserve with like Irish elk and Great One turkey. I think if we can push all of this out like by June, that'd be nice.
So I'm just this is because people will be seeing this. I'm going to point it out because there's no point as this is dropping tracks the wrong way, like the very wrong way. And I was sure I got told that it was supposed to have a heavier looking footprint on it as well. Actually,
Really?
Yeah, yeah, it was supposed to be over 100 kgs, and that was like
Oh yeah.
that was a
Oh yeah.
telltale way for people to be able to spot it. But in here, it's
Yes.
showing 85 to 100.
Yeah, sorry. You're completely right for the weight. So
Yes.
that's I think something off.
Okay.
I thought you meant the visuals of the foot track themselves.
Oh right, no, 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 yeah, yeah, no, the spotting. Okay, so that's cool. That part is a an error, I suppose, at this stage, whatever we're going to call it. Um, so does weight matter for true racks? So, man, we should get Arthur and stuff in one day to do a bit of a true rack stream again. So basically, this is my understanding about it, and you can read it in the Discord as well. Actually, we put up a post about it. So score for antlered animals does not matter about weight. Okay, it's about the difficulty level gives you more of a chance, and then an animal that is more difficult is usually heavier. So it kind of loosely fits with the animal, I guess, because it has a bigger rack on it. But for instance, I use pigs a lot for this example. A 3 can score a silver. Wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, just for instance, a silver, where a 4 can score a silver, a bronze, or a gold. And then a 4 can score a silver, gold, or a diamond. So, and then a diamond can score, obviously, as you guys know, a gold or a diamond. So, wait, am I talking 5? I totally confused myself. Do I need to start that again?
I dropped out completely, Matt. You were on your own there.
Okay. So, in the simplest way, like say if you take pigs or anything that goes to 5 as a max score. So, an animal that has a difficulty level of 3, that could, well, usually it will spawn a bronze, but has a slight chance to score silver, right? And then
Hmm.
a 4 has the most chance to score a gold, but can also have a chance to score silver and diamond. And then a 5 has the potential to score golds and diamonds. So it's that there's overlap in the system is the thing, and unless it's an animal that is based on weight, so a duck or a hare or things like that, weight does not guarantee you a a diamond or whatever. So depending on the animal's trophy organs, that's what it's based off. And so the only thing I'll say is that an animal that has higher difficulty will have bigger weight still, and then a higher weight animal has a higher chance to be a diamond. Holy smokes. That is what I understand of it after talking to Phil and stuff. Phil and stuff? Sorry, Arthur and Miro on it. And those are the two of the awesome designers that have been working on the system for 2.0. So I hope that worked.
Yeah, it was a good explanation in just one breath.
Yeah, everybody's just like, that mouth open face, like, what?
Yeah, yeah. Just shoot the animal.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that doesn't work. And that's his, yeah, so there we go. So let's see. Should we shoot this animal?
Yeah, why not?
I'm writing a great one. I'm just gonna do this because I'll never get a chance to do it again. But anyway,
Eh,
all right. Let's put this thing. Well, it's not in its misery. Put it in. Whoa. Okay, I think that was probably the most fitting. Oh, I still got to claim it while I was dead. Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Pro gamer move.
Hopefully it's still. We can just spawn another one. But oh, there we go. I thought that was the most fitting way to kind of wrap the stream up. Anyway, as we both took each other out. GG, well played. Love, I think, as the tennis would call it. Or deuce, sorry, isn't it? Deuce, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So we've got about 6 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. Have you guys got any burning questions at all? It doesn't even have to be about this lovely feature. Um, maybe you want to know what Phil had for breakfast. What did you have for breakfast, Phil? I kind of like. I find that breakfast defines people a little bit.
Yeah, I missed out my breakfast today because,
Ah,
as you can see, we're all still working from home in these troubled times.
yes.
And Colleen came over to me and said, like, hey, I'm already moved to the bedroom. Like I have to work from the bedroom, right? She gets the living room because it's how
Yep.
we roll.
Yep, I
And
gotcha.
she's like, I have a long meeting. It's going to be like a 2 hour meeting and it starts like 5 minutes. So get in the bedroom and get the hell out of here. So I was like, okay, let me just grab a glass of water. We'll do just fine.
And she's like, no. Yeah. But I just noticed too, actually, the weight here says 104.6 kgs. So it is a Chungus. On just to cut that off quickly on the white-tailed deer. Fix the yeah. So we know that the lever action shotgun you can keep firing. I think we got a fix for that coming out actually. Um, but again, it's like one of those ones I like. Just have some fun with it while it's out there. Sure, it's not supposed to be like that. It's not game breaking. In fact, it's a beneficial to you. But we will be squashing that one for sure. Can you add red-legged partridge and fallow deer to Quattro Calinas? Says Joe Maul on YouTube. Phil.
Can we? Yeah. Question of when. Like, we definitely want to have more animals, and we said it many times that we want to come back to old reserves as well. I think we're getting closer to that goal, but it's not here yet. So stay tuned.
Yeah, beautiful. That's good. I'd love like a map like Settlers Creek or Whitehead Island, turkeys, feral hog, whitetail, etc. I can't remember what part of America that's based off, but it's yeah, definitely. I mean, I have a feeling at some stage, I don't know whether it's in the next couple of reserves, but there probably will be another style of American reserve coming out. Like like that kind of a bit more grassy fields and farmlandish, and there's a lot of America that kind of has those hunting areas over crops, and you know what I mean, little patches of bush and stuff like that. So
Yeah, absolutely. Like returning to some of the roots and like these greenish vegetation and landscapes is always nice. I think it never really gets old. So I think it's sometime we could probably see something like that. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So when will the Great One be out in public? So this is being released on the 28th of April, which is next Tuesday, I do believe. So in a week's time. So there you go. So and that's being sim launched on all platforms as well. So and as per usual, like I think that usually by the time we push the button, it takes about 24 hours to completely roll out to everybody around the world. So there we go. What other questions we've got here? Make a waterfowl map, please. Ducks and geese and stuff like that. I'd like that, Lumpy. I think that'd be cool. Kind of
Yeah, man.
a little bit like Rougarou Bayou, where it's mainly
Yeah.
focused around bird hunting, and you can set up your little cool spots, and the birds migrate and things like that. That would be freaking. That would be sweet. I'd be down with
I'd
that.
love that too. Yeah.
The other reason I like it because in classic, it's like a chill map. Like you want to play the game, but you don't really want to do a lot of running around. So it's quite a good one just to go and sit in. And it's very social too. The bird shooting in classic, it's great to do with friends and things like that. So I think one day it would fit good in Call of the Wild. But you know, we've got a lot of stuff. We've got a lot of stuff to get through in the game. So expansive worlds. Do you have plans on stats we can see in the codex, e.g., harvest per animal? Oh, like personal stats, Jumity. I'm not sure actually. This might sound weird, but that's almost the first time I've seen that request. I think. I can't think of that. Have you heard of that? It makes sense, but yeah, I don't know. I guess never say never. It's just like Phil was saying before. We've got X amount of daylight hours, and we have to make sure we're making the most of it for the most of the community. I suppose is the best way to put it.
Yeah. Are you still on a suggestion for the stats?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that idea. Yeah, that's all I can contribute.
There we go. Phil likes your idea. You're already winning. So there we go. I'm a big analytics buff when I'm playing. There we go. I like to see it. That's cool, man. I think it would be cool too. Actually, it's kind of cool to go back and see, how many things you've shot. So
Yeah.
and again, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard, turkeys are coming at some stage this year. So hold on to your roosts or whatever you say. I don't just might have made that one up. Hold on to your hats because turkeys will be coming. So there we go. No cap of face either. It's serious. So we got a minute left, Phil. Feeders. What do you think about feeders?
Love them.
You love feeders? Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one too. There's enough people asking for them, and people say, oh, but there's need zones, but people should be free to play the game how they want to play it. So if someone wants to use feeders, what does it matter really? I think
Yeah, it's a very good point.
I think it'll be a nice little addition to the game. People use them in real life, so why not have them?
Yeah, beavers, so we can have some revenge.
Actually, sorry to cut you off, Phil. Beavers, I reckon, could be cool. Something cool to put in. You could have like little dams, and that could be like how you find them, and then you got to wait for them, and you know what I mean, like a little dam spawns somewhere. That'd be
And they could
beautiful.
actually maybe even really affect like the amount of trees that you have on your map,
Oh, now you're
stuff
talking.
like that.
That'd be
Oh man,
talking.
that would be awesome. Yeah.
But it'd be a cool animal that maybe doesn't leave footprints, but you can find the rub marks or you know,
Oh,
the chewed up trees and stuff like that. And you're like,
oh man,
well, I think there's beavers in this area, and then you can just
oh
camp
man.
there, and.
Yeah, and we need to make it swimming anyway, so it's like the first step to crocodile.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Sort
So
it out, sort it out, right?
so beavers are the gateway drug into crocodiles. That's what I'm hearing here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how we make games.
Yeah, that's how it
Easy.
is. Easy peasy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy the great ones. I hope you kind of understand why they're in the game. I want to point out too, and I'll be doing that again, but everybody has the same chances to see one, okay? The only difference is obviously the more hours you spend in the game, the more likely that you actually find it. So there we go. That's it. I think, have you got any, finishing words? Do you want to take us out, Phil?
Yeah, I just want to say again, like, huge thank you to everybody who's playing. Obviously, without you guys, we wouldn't be able to make this game. And just how long you've been, you keep playing and sticking with us and tuning in for the streams, asking these questions, and takes us some time, but one by one we get all the requests out of the way. We have a lot of animals in the game now, a lot of maps, and we're not gonna stop. So hopefully the great ones, is gonna start a little bit of a chase again, like who's gonna get the first one, who can show it off in the trophy lodge and so on. So again, like huge thank you. Please keep the requests coming, keep the questions coming, keep the feedback coming, whether it be negative or positive. We read everything, we soak it up, and it's really awesome to make games for you guys and your fucking awesome community. Thank you very much.
Oh, look at that! Even dropped the bomb for you guys. Hey, love you guys so much. Thank you very much for joining us, Phil. I know that they'll really appreciate you stopping in here. And have a good week, everybody.
Much love, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.